Alright, my name is Chris, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be doing CSS Battle, number 239 waves from battle number 36. Okay, so as always we got to figure out how the game plan for doing this. This definitely is somewhat of a tricky one, personally I think, but once you kind of get basic gist of it, it kind of falls into place pretty quickly. Basically what we need to use is position absolute for everything. That's the only way I can think to do this. There's probably another way. You could probably use flex for some of this stuff, but I just think position absolute is going to be the best way to do it. So you're going to need 3 elements to create these waves, right? You're going to need one here, and then this is going to be the element's border, right? So that's a border, that's a border, that's a border, right? Now doing it that way is going to leave us with a little point here, and you'll see what I mean in a second here. So we're going to need another element to cover those points up that just spans across here, and then we just need these 3 half circles, right? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 elements. Let's get that together first. So it's all position absolute, so nothing's going to be a child of anything. It's all just going to be 7 divs. There we go. They all need to be unique because we're using position absolute. Okay. And then, oops, what am I doing? I need a style tag first. Style. Okay. So there's not much we got to do with the body other than just give it a background color. But this line covering up those corners, which you're going to see in a second, is going to be what? A, B, C, and then we're going to do that next. So that's going to be D. So we're going to do body and D are both going to have this background of the light blue. Okay. Now what we can do is every single element is going to be position absolute. Is that right? That is right. So we need to put all of them here. Cool. Make those all position absolutes. All right. Then we can grab these first 3. I'm going to focus on those waves first. First of all, they're going to have a bottom. They're all going to have a bottom of 0. Width, it doesn't really matter. We'll just give us some crazy number. We'll say 500 because it's all going to be pushed off the screen anyways. So width of 500, and I think it was a height of I don't know, 130, and then border solid. It's looking correct. Solid, and I think it was 30 pixels. No, that's way wrong. That's okay, we'll fix that in a minute. Then the other thing we need to do is we're not going to give the border color there because we're only going to give, we're going to make the top border color, oh, not border, sorry, border color. Top is going to be transparent. I guess the right doesn't really matter because it's gone. So we'll just do this. That's all we need. Cool. Perfect. And just because this is going to get a little funny, we need to comment these out for now. Yeah, okay, so next thing we need to do is we need to put A. We need to say left 0. No, what am I thinking? Left 5. Why are we getting... Oh, because I said this is D, this should be C. Okay. Alright, so now we need to fix the height. Basically, this little corner needs to be the bottom of the semicircle. So, height is 100. That looks right. Thank you, CSS Battle, for not giving me a weird value. Alright, cool. That's great. And the last thing we need to do here is give it a border radius. And I don't really remember what this is. This one was a little tricky to find. But okay, so the top is nothing. The top left is nothing. Top right is nothing. Bottom right doesn't really matter. And then here was 120 pixels. A little bit off. I think it's less. 110. No. 100. We're getting farther away. So 120, 130. There it is. All right. Great. All right. So now that we got this is pretty simple. Okay. Next thing we need to do is look at B. And we need to figure out where that. We need to give that a left property too. And that's just going to be left. Oh, I don't know. 120? Nope, not enough. 130, 140, 135. Perfect. And then let's get C in the right spot. Why is that way the hell up there? Because you didn't put a C here. Did I make a C? Yeah, I did. Okay, so C. Okay, there we go. And we just need to put that in the right spot. Would it be 130 more? I think it's 130 more, so 265. Because these are 130 apart, right? So, geez, left. 265. Awesome, and that was it. Okay, so now we need to, so this is what I'm talking about with these little points here, because that's how borders work. They come to, like, you know, this border is going to have like the opposite sort of point happening in this direction, right? So obviously that's going to mess us up, so we got to cover that up, and that's what D is for, right? So D, we can just say left 0. I'm going to give it a width of the entire screen, height of, doesn't really matter, we'll say 40, and then you need to give it a bottom, which would be, I think it would be this height. It would be 100. Nope. It's a little bit off. That's it. Great. Now we're just left with a couple semicircles. So that's going to be E, F, and G. So let's get that together. E, F, and G. And actually, I'm going to do something here. That would be, these would all be bottom 132, so we should do that all in one line, like that. And get rid of that. Cool. And then these all, so E is going to be left 5. This is going to be E, F, and G, so we can do that right away. E. Oh, crap. F, get rid of that period. And G. Comma. All right, there we go. Yeah, so now I think we just need to give it background color, width, and height for E, F, and G, right? So we're going to copy that. And the border is 30 pixels, so that's going to be the width. And if you're making a semicircle, basically we want to either width or height is half of the other one, right? So 15. Let's give it a background color. Always use background and background color, less characters, right? Just for CSS Battle. All right, great, that's perfect. So now we need to obviously round, turn into a semicircle. So in order to do that, we take the smaller value between the width and the height, so 15. So border radius, we say 15 pixels. 15 pixels. That's going to be the top left, top right, bottom left. Look at that. Perfection. All right, there it is. We got it. I already deleted the comments. Let's get everything on one line, and then we're going to submit it. So let's deal with all the divs. This, of course, cuts down your character count, which will give you a higher score. Let's get rid of all the white space. Delete. Oh man, somehow I cut down way of my characters. When I saw this before, it was 526. Now, not a lot, so I don't expect my score to go up much. But double check, good, submit it. And there you go. All right, hopefully you found this video enjoyable and helpful. If you did, please like it. It helps me grow my channel. If you want to see more like these, please like and subscribe to my channel. That also helps me out a lot. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you again real soon.